Okay, back. And I had to redo this, and I hope I don't leave anything out. I can't find what I had already recorded. But I wanted to talk about Maurice as an adult. And, okay, now, like I said, I listened to the audiobook, I listened to it free. And it was where you could find it free. But it is no more. But you can, I don't know if you can still, I'm sure you can somewhere get the audiobook. But, I've seen it, I think it's on Amazon Kindle, not sponsored or anything. I think it's paperback, and of course, I'm sure Barnes and Noble, and you could probably find it at a used store for cheap. But anyway, what I was gonna fill in like him as an adult when he was 18. Now I don't remember this hearing this in the book, but it's been a while since I listened to the audiobook when it was free. But at 18, he decided to join the army, and that would probably have been good for him actually. But his dad put a stop to that, and Milky just came in here, so yeah, she hears me on the phone. My kitty cat, she comes in here. But his dad put a stop to that by saying he didn't pass his physical when really he did. So he didn't get to do that. But anyway, it's back to the same old, same old. But when he left at 21 years old, and he was married a total of 3 times. And with the first wife, he had 3 kids, and that's all that you hear about. And I'm moving down off the couch again. Milky's coming over this way, my kitty cat. But anyway, the first one, he went out on his own for a while and did jobs, and finally ended up coming back, and he married a girl he had been friends with as a child. And then things didn't go well there. Strange things happened, like I think it was her or the second one. On one of them, I think it was the first wife. There was a crucifix in their bedroom, and blood would drip from it. And of course, this freaked her out, and he kind of like told her not to worry about it. And then there was the second wife, and she had her suspicions on, and she knew something was wrong. Like, there's a part in the book, it's in a book, and you can find it. I'm going to give you some other sources. But, like, thinking that he killed a pet when he claimed it was hit, and supposedly a pet that he loved. And then finally, the third time, he met Nancy, and she must have been, I keep saying this, one good woman. I understand loving somebody, and there's a lot you'll do when you love somebody. That's good as long as it's, moral, and it's moral and legal, and you're not putting yourself in danger, which she kind of did. She must have really loved this man. And I will say that. But yeah, he marries her, and this doesn't go well at all. But with the second wife, like I said, and just strange happenings, and he got abusive to her, I think. And then he marries Nancy, which is his third wife. So I had to do this because my editing is crazy. I don't know. And if I left anything out, I'll put it on screen. So I appreciate your understanding. So let's get back to the story. Okay, just so you know, Milky Way isn't here with me now. So if you hear something, it's her. Like I said, she has a little bit of asthma, and I haven't given her any medicine yet. And I need to do that. I try to hold off sometime. I don't want to give her too much, but when she's got to have it, she's got to have it. And she purrs well, too. So, anyway, back to the story. Okay. There actually came tragic news for Maurice in 1981. Very tragic news. And, paranormal things are still happening. But, oh wow. In 1981, Maurice received the devastating news that his father, who was so evil to begin with, had shot and killed his mom, and then he killed himself. It was, a murder suicide. And this, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. In fact, I know of someone that something like this happened to, but he was strong in his faith. So the person that I knew was very strong in his faith. But with, and his nickname was Frenchy. He had a French Canadian accent, and he got the nickname Frenchy. Uh, Maurice did. With him already being the way he was, I cannot imagine this. I cannot imagine. It was hard enough on. Actually, it was a pastor it happened to that I knew, and it was hard enough for him. So somebody that's in the state, and it's been through what Maurice or Frenchie, uh, whatever you prefer to call him, everything he's gone through and what he's dealing with, it's just, it's horrible. And he went, of course, I mean, this was the person he hated more than anyone, taking the life of the person being his mom that he loved more than anyone. So you can imagine. And he went through depression, and the paranormal was still there, like the strength, and it was said also he had a doppelganger, and just strange things happening. But apparently there was a little bit of Maurice that was there, because it got so bad. Maybe it was the depression. I don't know. But and I'm moving on the couch again, and she's she's coming this way. So uh, hey, baby girl. But anyway, it might have been the depression, but at some point, he went through, like, doesn't say exactly how long, but he went through, some years of depression about his mom, and I'm sure a lot of anger too. And he did get in touch with a father, Homer Boyer. And now Father Boyer did witness things with Maurice. He saw the bleeding, markings on his body. He witnessed levitation, and also, I believe he witnessed Maurice levitating, and also heavy objects, levitating or being in strange places. And he was convinced that it was demonic possession. And that led him to get in touch with Ed and Lorraine Warren. And, like I said, they helped people, and, they made the trip. I think that they consulted, with Father Boyer. And they met with him first, I think. And then they went to kind of check the situation out with Maurice, and Lorraine speaks about it, and I'll tell you where you can find that. Lorraine speaks about um, things happening, and one thing she talks about witnessing. Maybe I think maybe there was a part of him that was trying to do better, was trying to come back. She said he went to his father's grave, and he was praying for his father. And she said, like, an invisible force came up and hit him under the chin and knocked him back. So that is crazy. It's really crazy. So it was just, a total downward spiral. But help was being sought for him. And I'm going to get into that next. But yes, he has he has, this priest is on his side. He has Ed and Lorraine, and there's gonna be more, and yeah, but this is really powerful. This is horrible. I mean, this poor man. I mean, it's frightening and it's sad, both at the same time. It's horrifying, but it's also sad. No one should have to live like this. No one. No one. And, you know, he's just a child. And he didn't ask for the abuse. And the words he said, you know, I'd like to think that didn't cause it. I can't say. I don't know, what he wished. But anyway, we'll go on with the story. And, yeah, this is creepy, but like I said, it's sad as well. So, I'll be back with more. Okay, yeah, before going any further, I wanted to show a picture of Maurice. And I don't know at what point this was taken. He looks pretty well in this. Maybe was that one of the better times he had, I'm thinking. So, yeah. I have some others I'm going to show. And someone else has the full Veersum again. It's Milky. It's a different time. It's technically Wednesday morning, believe it or not. Hectic couple of days. And but I made a promise, so I want to get this out, you know. But anyway, I have some others, and now one Haley Reese. I talked about her before. She has a paranormal channel, and she actually got to go when um, Annabelle comes home. She got to go to like one of the premieres of it, or the premiere of it, and she went through the occult museum. And I think this was handled all because he has it now. Tony Spira, who is Ed and Lorraine Warren's son-in-law, he's married to their daughter. So yeah, but I have some creepier ones that I'll show later. But check out Haley if you want to see. In fact, she's got more than just him. I'll put the name of the video like in description. There are other things too, but I just thought I'd show you this.